I mean, minus maybe 3 more pounds. But I just think he did such a great job leading up to that point of losing 20 pounds.
Well, and a couple days ago, Coach Malone, when they scrimmaged live in practice, Coach Malone was like, okay, look, it's going to be sloppy, it's going to be messy, but the turnovers, the rebounding, and the three-point defense were areas that he really wanted them to focus in on.
I mean, there were some rookies that had some really good seasons, and he was one of them. I mean, he's a really good player for them. I know that they like his future.
Money.
They're trying to get
at the end of the year, and Jokic, he's streaky also, but I think this Nuggets three-point shooting team is a lot better than 35.5%.
After the All-Star game, the Nuggets were the number 1 field goal percentage team, over 50%. Number 13 field goal percentage team. So, they were looking to make strides in that area.
Give me some. Convince Malone that he's a guy that should get time, but you look at will end up being 2-3 times the player that his dad was. His dad couldn't shoot like that, couldn't happen.
Oh, get out. Were you guys
That's fast.
Said a few days ago, he said the one thing he's discovered, he's got to get his hands up, and he had his hands up there. And so I think here's a great example right here. Look at this. Look at that.
But Troy Daniels has gotten some good reviews in camp also. When you talk to Nuggets,
signed him right before the deadline after the Lakers let him go, and I thought he hit some key shots for the Lakers this year. You got to wonder why did they decide to part with him
in the playoffs last year? They're going to do it again this year. How can he withstand that? Well, extra muscle helps. Experience from last year to know what's it.
Troy Daniels, Noah Vonleh getting a chance to play a little bit here. He's a very good player.
To join this, and as the conductor of the Bol hype train, I'm here for this. So I think that's why.
I see.
About letting it rip.
And now he's playing point guard.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
In the game at the moment. I think the one interesting thing that because the Nuggets are shorthanded, it's kind of been a blessing in disguise as Wagner late.
You know what's interesting too about this course is there's so much space on the sidelines.
Basket, Smith.
Like, I'm surprised that guys haven't.
Honestly, sloppy to say the least.
On offense and defense.
Nuggets have been stuck on 32 since Hector was a pup. Oh. There's a good shot. No, Nuggets will go 16 deep.
Yeah.
And you're not going to put in a guy that you don't trust or that you don't know exactly what you're going to get every single time.
Joker playing point guard for most of the day, and Troy Daniels can't handle that pass. Here we go.
I think that's 11.
Right.
11.
It's a little bit of a mixed bag. I mean, I think there's early on, especially offensively. Listen, it was a little rough around the edges. I thought they had some.
But he will be, as he gains more knowledge of the players in the NBA, on how to go against them.
It's quick.
Well, what once was a double-digit lead for the Nuggets has been whittled down to 3. Wizards have it to 3. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Great pass. That's going to be a key going into those seeding games and into the playoffs. Millsap should be nicely rested.
Basket,
Team's kind of going back.
77.5%. That's their best free throw shooting percentage. Bol with the block in 30 years. Now Daniels.
Bol.
Well, he's not quite as tall as his dad.
Jeremy Grant per
old friend Irv Brown used to always talk about the hips. You got to watch a guy's hips, whether they're flexible enough, whether it's football, basketball. He is a lot more flexible. You don't want to get too carried away. It's the first really exhibition game after a long layoff, and I. Tell you another thing, obviously you're starting the big lineup, which is kind of fun to watch.
Good movie.
See you. I can't see Chris.
Bol.
That's it. Put Bol in the corner.
3-point basket.
Being able to play basketball. You and I were in Dallas March 11th when it ended, and so just the excitement of being able to play, getting too caught up in a big man's body the way he plays, and they're really wasn't a defensive presence, a rim protector. And it
about this also because he played against Bubbles' dad. Manute had 14 blocks in a game in Washington.
2, but his reach 7'9", which is something you like to talk about. That
Speed or vertical or nothing. All Chris talks about is the length. Now I will say this though, and you coach this league, and especially this team when everybody gets back, he's got to continue to be a maker. And if so, and I think Dempsey talked about it earlier, that's big. I mean, Denver Studio Live, and we're going to have big camera feeds coming in. It's going to be a lot more technical. This right here is just, just want to bring
games back on. Major League Baseball starts this weekend, and NBA back. And I think the commissioner's done an admirable to the players safe. I think most of the players feel good about this, and it's great to have basketball back.
Bowl. Now, although Jokic and Plumlee did that a little bit last year, now bowl for 3. Jokic there, and he water poloed it in. It's getting a mishmash of good basketball, some sloppy basketball, getting a chance to see some of the Nuggets newcomers, Wizards for a long time. When you see a guy that you haven't seen play much and he sparkles like this, what goes through your mind as a coach?
% effort. What you have to do, these kids work out year round, so you don't have to worry about getting in shape, physical shape. All you have to do before the season restarts.
I don't think anything wrong. Just didn't choose to play him today. Same with Will Barton, as the Nuggets slowly getting a full complement. Katie Wingy, I was told that one of the reasons Jamal Murray, I just got this in my earpiece, Jamal Murray was fatigued from his golf.
5 on 5, not 3 on 3 or 4 on 4. But I like him. I'll finish.
Be able to find your opportunities, and to your point, Bobo is.
And you know what the next questions asked, Marlo, is coming up? Is when Jamal Murray
kick it into that extra high gear, even in a scrimmage, especially in the NFL. I always love starting a fight, man, because somebody was going to roast him, and I was going to catch him. And if they were upset about it, well, I'm standing right here. You get that mentality when you do these scrimmages, and that's where the Nuggets should be looking.
Streak alive!
So it's not
Streak alive! Streak alive, baby!
Basket.
3-point game with the Wizards. How important is just getting the win to him?
I think it's down to
Sid, I disagree. And I'm not saying they won't. They probably will.
Out loud, coaches and other players can pick those up and use them in the scouting reports a lot easier. So Coach Malone was talking about the potential of using like visual elements to call plays to make it less obvious.
Scouts, the NBA team, they all know the calls anyway. I've watched them down in the press room, like 6 dudes.
It would defensive team, although they played better on that end after the All-Star break. But I like that matchup against the Nuggets. So, it's a team that's
NBA Finals. That's what I want to see.
All right, 35 seconds remaining. The Nuggets look like they have this one in control. And
if you're saying a guy can block shots, he's showing you that. If you're saying a guy can hit a 3-point shot, he's showing you that. He can run the court. He's showing you all these things.
3-point basket, Smith.
Our social media, Nuggets social media day, a Bobo running left wing, catching it in the fast break out in front of people and laying it up. And when you just watch that thing, you go,